So good morning. Have another book review, book recommendation. This one is for Braiding Sweetgrass by Robinwall Kimerer. I don't want to mispronounce her name. This is a very actually popular book. It's kind of more of a like a autobiography a little bit. It talks about her experiences as like a botanist and also as growing up with like indigenous culture. So it's a really, really interesting read. I like blazed through it. I thought it was like super, super like interesting. It like really traps you in. So it's not something that you have to force yourself to get through, which is really difficult when you're reading a book, is trying to like force yourself through it. I didn't have problems at all with this one. It was amazing to read. I feel like it really had like the perfect like bridge between like a more scientific autobiography and still have that like interesting cultural approach that makes it so like entrapping to read. It was really amazing, especially for someone like me who's really, really interested in like environmentalism, like spiritual aspects of life, and also like plants are kind of like my thing. So it was amazing to read. The way that the book is like sectioned up is it's in chapters. The chapters are usually titled something instead of like a number. It's usually titled like whatever the chapter is about, which I thought that was really fun to read, to know, like, especially when the chapters are titled after like certain plants. I thought that was really interesting. I thought it was amazing. I'd probably give this book like a rating out of 10. Probably like a 9.5. I thought it was really, really good. It started strong and it ended strong. There really was like no gaps in between, which I thought was really, really nice, because a lot of books you'll find like they'll start really interesting and then it'll just kind of taper off, or it'll be really, really slow to start, and so you have to get through like 5 chapters before it's like really gets good. I didn't have that problem at all with this book. I definitely would recommend it to anyone, especially if you're interested in spirituality, in environmentalism, or simply just like gaining a new aspect on plants, because the way that she is bridging like the scientific with the cultural is really, really interesting to see, especially like from someone who like, I work a lot with plants, but I don't necessarily have like the cultural background that like she does. So it was really, really cool to see like how she is able to connect with the plants and really like treat them as friends rather than just treat them as like another species or just like this like green thing in the middle of the forest. It's really, really refreshing to see. The end is like really, really strong. It's definitely kind of a call to action, which I really liked, especially like with our current climate as far as like global warming and like climate change, and also like the political climate. Things are really rough, and we're at the point where it's like it's kind of a do or die situation. So I do like that she put that call to action at the end. Definitely like motivated me more to try and like see if I can do something, which I feel like is definitely hard to do. It's hard to motivate someone into doing something, especially with environmentalism, without making them feel disheartened and like they don't want to like be willing to do something, because no matter what they do, nothing will change. I thought she did a really, really good job at like showing how it's gonna seem hard and it probably won't change like in your lifetime, but it's something that's not just for you. It's for like all the future generations, all the past generations, like all the living creatures on Earth, and Earth itself, which is, I thought was really, really nice. I'm like very much into that kind of like whole world mindset instead of like individual parts. Yeah, definitely would recommend it. If you want to find it, it's like not hard to find at all. Like I said in the beginning, it's really, really popular, especially around like ethnobotany, if you are interested in that at all. It's a really, really interesting topic, and this is a book that you'll find a lot in there. She really did like amazing in writing this book. My version's a little beat up because I've had it for a while. I don't know, like 4 years or something, but it's okay. I'm sure on like thrift books, you can probably get a used copy, so I would recommend that, like getting a used copy or borrowing one from a friend, or like supporting a small business and like going to buy it there. Probably, like, if you have to, obviously, like, do what you must, but thrift books does have like really, really cheap options, which is really good because Amazon's not really great for the environment, but they do have a lot of cheap options, so it makes it kind of hard when you like are kind of like cutting corners financially to want to spend money on things like this that are like can be a little more expensive, but thrift books is really kind of like the save all. I'm pretty sure I got mine from thrift books as well. So yeah, I would recommend it if you are interested in reading it. And if you have read it, you guys can let me know what you think, or like if you guys liked it, if you didn't like it. I won't be like offended if you guys didn't like it. To each their own. But yeah, let me know.